If you're ambitious but lazy, this video is for you. When I was in my 20s, I was broke, unmotivated, and had no idea how I'd ever hit my goals. Today, I've built 17 companies, exited 5 of them, and created a $200 million platform that works with Formula One. So just give me a little bit of your time and I'll show you exactly how to never be lazy again and achieve anything you want in life. Let's talk business. Starting with step number 1, stop lying to yourself. Admit it. You already know what has to be done. But instead of doing it, you wait. You scroll and you pretend you're confused on what you have to work on next. You're not confused, you're just avoiding the work. And let me be crystal clear, because what I'm going to tell you now changed everything for me in my business once I start employing it to my daily actions. If you right now can't tell me or whomever what you did in this week that actually moved the needle towards your goal, this is your first problem. So think about it. Circle 3 tasks from this week that move nothing forward. And if you can't even do that, you have a serious problem in place, man, because you need to make it evident what you're working on. I didn't do it. I lost time, I lost energy, and you know what? I also lost money. So circle the tasks, kill them, because I tell you something. You know what is the universal trait amongst all of us? We chase this one action that just feels good, but literally makes no difference on our journey to get to our goal. So stop choosing the actions that just feel good and start choosing the ones that matter. Your problem isn't lack of talent, it's that you keep wasting it. The world is full of people just as talented as you, but no one remembers them because they never did the work. Potential is never rewarded. Execution is. However, execution only works if you know exactly what to execute on. Otherwise, you will waste your best energy on doing the wrong things. Which brings us to step number 2. Don't touch work until you know the plan. Chaos is the perfect hiding spot for laziness. The second you start working without clarity, you default to the easiest, safest tasks that don't move anything forward. So in order to avoid this, here's what I want you to do. First of all, don't be an idiot. I was an idiot, and I can tell you why. Even today, and I don't care what you do and who you are, even today, including me, including everyone I know, we get drawn into useless work, or we get drawn into doom scrolling on the phone. We know that. It's nothing new, right? Guess what? The same happens the moment when you open your laptop and you just start working like this. Emails, Instagram, messages, whatever you want to do. Most of the time, if you start with an intention, you end up doing something completely different. And to prove you that this is the truth, I call you out. Next time when you go to your workstation, write down what you want to do before you actually open your laptop. Write it down. I would like to work for 15 minutes on XYZ. And then tell me if you actually did it, or if in between some notification catch you and draw you into la la land that was so far away from the actual hard work because it was so much more entertaining. So what you need to do is, and this is the most important step that you need to hear today, write down what you want to do and then execute on that. Trust me, it sounds so simple, but it's not. It is a war every day again. Even for me, I get drawn into other things just because they feel good in the moment. They reward you with a feeling of progress. I would even say with the illusion of progress. But at the end, it's just running away from the task that actually moves the needle. Without a plan, you're not working, you are wandering. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Now, even with a plan, the real challenge is sticking to it. Which brings me to step number 3. Make discipline your identity. Discipline isn't something you do. It's who you decide to be. Let's be real. Everyone talks about discipline. Everyone. Literally everyone. But most people mistake it. They think discipline is going to the gym, waking up early, doing ice bath, but that's not really discipline. Discipline is doing what you have to do, even though it is not entertaining, even though it's hard, even though you don't see any results for over a longer period of time. Because it is actually the glue between who you want to become and the person you are right now. This is what you call, and I, discipline. And if you lack discipline, you don't only ruin your life, but you also lose trust in your fucking self. Because think about it, if you are not disciplined in the way you keep the word towards yourself, you lose momentum because over time, this is going to compound. Break the word with yourself is the straight way into inefficiency. So here's what you need to do to avoid that. Choose one daily non-negotiable. I don't care what it is. Take something that feels hard in the beginning, is not that difficult to execute on. Make sure you're going to do it over at least 30 days in a row, because most probably you never experience the feeling of you sticking to something that actually is not related to gym or an ice bath or any random other task. Choose something that is going to define your future in a way that you want to live in, with the version that you would like to become. Discipline is identity. The moment you stop negotiating with yourself, you stop living at the mercy of your feelings. Remember, you are what you consistently do. Discipline makes you consistent, but consistency without speed is still failure. Which brings us to step number 4, speed over perfection. Progress loves speed. Perfection just slows you down. Do you know the difference between a $1 million idea and a $100 million idea? Your idea means nothing. Your perfect app means nothing. Whatever you do, if you're not able to show it and reveal it to the world, it means nothing. I don't care what you did. I don't care how perfect it is. If you execute on it for too long, Joe Schmo from next door is going to release his shitty app earlier and no one cares about your app. And I'm not being hard here, it's the truth. I worked so many times for too long on an idea just to see someone else running away with the idea already to the market, and I was left behind because I tried to be perfect instead of being ready. Progress sometimes is the key. Yes, it hurts if you release a not so perfect version of your idea or project, but you need to do it. Because here's the thing. People underestimate the value of data and feedback of your audience, of the market. Make it the strength. Own that fucking thing. You can just say, hey, we know we are early, but we want to share that and we want to build the thing together with you. Especially now, during AI, everyone wants to build something. Yeah, guess what? So many people are right now working on something that you probably never going to see, because they wait for too long. So don't be like that. Progress over perfection. Just release it. Just do it. And you will be further ahead, most probably, than 90% of all the people who just pretend to be in business. You don't win by being flawless. You win by being first. Just stop trying to make it look good and start trying to make it work. The rest comes later. If you made it this far, it means you're serious about growth. And you can handle the truth. This next video goes even deeper into the hardest realities of success and business. Go and watch it and face what most people will keep avoiding. I'll see you there.